It's the ignorance and limitation of the logical mind in contrast to another soul's experiences that make things hard. Because in turn, we respond with our own set of lower frequency emotions based on our speculation about their decisions, our expectations of their decisions. This is creating the chaos. Once again, it's in your ability to accept all of that, all this stuff that's going on externally. It could be your cousin, and sometimes there's people that you care about, deeply about, you have a certain attachment to, and you want them to make certain decisions that you feel are mature. You want them to make those decisions. You are not responsible for making those decisions for them. There's great purpose in all the decisions that each and every individual makes. All the decisions that you've made, to include the dumb ones, have brought you here in this place of awareness. However, an interruption of that ebb and flow of decisions and what you may call failures, you disrupt the process of evolution. You disrupt the process of healing and emotional maturity. But there you go. There go the ego in the peanut gallery, judging what another person is experiencing and the decisions they made, not knowing that those decisions are essential to their own healing, to their own awakening, to their own specific situation being reconciled. But we're so smart and so awakened that we feel our 2 cents matters and there's a better way of them going about healing themselves. Ignorant. Even on the grand scale. There's many of us whining and tripping about this vaccine thing and the decisions that's being made, and we're kind of resistant and afraid someone is going to violate us, and all this preparation energy is us preparing for that which we don't desire. Wise? No. Not helping this. We know where this is going. We know where this is going. How much do we trust ourselves? How present are we? How wise are we to prepare for what we don't want? Or restrictions, or fighting, giving energy to the things that we don't prefer. You feed what you fight. You feed what you fight. You're just giving it more and more energy, more and more vitality. When you desire for a portion or an aspect of the illusion to dissolve, you take your power away from it. You unplug it. You get no more of my energy. Now run on that. Now run on that. And the mind was, oh, well, you don't just ignore stuff. There's so much stuff and so much pain and so much suffering. We gotta do this and we gotta stop. Just unplug it. Unplug the energy from that experience. You get no more energy from me. You get no more complaints from me. Because that's what you run on. You get no more sorrow from me. You get no more none of that. Because that's what you run on. You exist because I give you attention as the creator. I give you the possibility, the validation to exist because of my focus, my acknowledgement of you as an illusion. And when you become sophisticated enough and balanced enough, you know just to pull the plug. Oh, that's not my reality. That's not for me. I don't need to give energy to that anymore. As a conscious being, I know who's in charge here. So everything that you're doing, all this charading and desperation and projection of power, so it means nothing. Why? Because I'm a conscious being and I know who's in charge here. And it's definitely not that. It's definitely not this. Infinite intelligence is responsible for all this is. And because this is not intelligent, I know it's very limited in its ability to exist, especially without my attention. We're talking about a fifth dimensional way of being, recognizing where your energetic investments go, being more sophisticated with your presence. Come on, beloved. It's a whole new ball game now. You in the game. It can be very complex and very counterintuitive. But you wouldn't come this far unless you'd have the guidance and tools that you need to move forward in a more efficient manner. That's my journey. So no, beloved, understand you living in harmony with yourself is about you being able to accept everybody and their choices. Everybody got to do what they got to do anyway. You're going to do it anyway. But me being empowered, me being a conscious being, I recognize that what you do is not a threat to me. Your choices is not a threat to my life and to what's going to happen in my experience, in my reality. It's in this belief that stops us from living our lives. Us feeling that the decisions of other people have a direct effect on everything or what's happening in our experience is what stops us from living. What you choose has no effect on the reality that I'm experiencing. No, it doesn't. It does not. My emotions, what I choose, my framework, the dimension that I exist in have everything to do with what I choose to be in energetically. The emotional states that I choose to be in energetically. Not your decisions. We continue to mentally, the mind, if you're existing in this headspace, you will continue to forget that this is a hologram. This is a hologram that are aligned with an infinite number of other holograms that we all as a group consciousness are choosing to experience simultaneously. However, our emotional decisions as individuals decides which holographic framework that we exist in, what timeline that we exist in as an individual. However, every other individual gets to choose which framework of the hologram that they would like to exist in based on their emotional frequency, their selection. So once again, the choices the next person makes does not have an effect on the reality that you exist in as an individual expression of source. Are we tracking? Also, it is also in this program that feels as if the illusion has more power than we do. man. Oh, look, it's in our ability to recognize that it is us who is the source of the experience, as expressed before in the mirror. In order for you to see a smile on the mirror, you got to smile first. You're only going to see what you do, what you decide, the frequency that you omit. You are responsible. You are the source. You are the cause of the effects. So once again, beloved, to feel as if the things that you see has more power than you is a complete error in consciousness. You are responsible for all of this. The organizations, the decisions of world governments and militaries and everything that you think got power, you are the source of all of that. And nothing out there has any control over you as an individual expression of God. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No matter how many attempts life attempts to show you that it has some type of dominion over you, the truth remains beyond defense. If anything, the chaos is but it's an overcompensation of a lack of power. An overcompensation of a lack of power. The attempt to prove to you that there's a greater power than you. But once again, we talked about that before too. How a lion move? How does a lion move? Real smooth. Real smooth. And it's the same fear that there's a power outside of you. The same fear that someone outside of you is responsible for your experience or your destiny or what you're going to experience that causes you to feel as if you have to stop them. Oh, they're doing this and humanity going into I got to stop them. And you feel like you got to exert energy and express your opinion and comment on what this person said and what that person said. You need to change things, or you need to go protest and get in everybody's face and talk about this not being cool because you feel as if these people, these experiences, these scenarios has power over what happens in your experience. What are you doing, God? What are you doing? What are you doing? All that energy, all that manifestation, because you are scared that someone else is in control of you. You feel that you need to stop them. We going in the wrong direction. Y'all don't do that. Don't say that. Oh, that's not cool. Or we don't. What? Take a step back, beloved. Take a step back. There's quite a few different scenarios and different programs and stipulations when it comes to ascension as well. There's a large part of the community that feels that we need to make sure that everybody is sent and we can't leave nobody behind, and we need to make sure everybody heal you guys gotta wake up, and exclamation points and all caps, and we yelling at people, and y'all gotta wake up because this coming, and we got the ancestors, and wop. What are you doing, God? Yes, there's a collective consciousness. Yes, it's beautiful for us to reach out and be willing to assist each other. But once again, us assisting each other, the greatest service that we provide life is through example. Example. Example has nothing to do with you telling people the truth or what to do or what's real or what got to happen. That ain't got nothing to do with you being an example. You being an example is about you refining your own energetic presence and your own decisions. Not about you going out there and trying to get this and preaching and getting everybody to look at you and well, attention t-shirts and namaste. Come on, y'all. We gotta lighten up the earth. We gotta fix the. Stop. What are you doing? This is about you, beloved. This is about you. An example, a representation of heaven on earth. What are you going to do? What is your decision? You investing energy in the decisions of others is a dog chasing its tail, counterproductive. An endless cycle of more and more suffering based on expectation and fear, your own fear. You feel as if someone else's decision has something to do with the reality that you experience. So you feel like you have to stop them. You have to do something about this. You have to change their decisions. You have to fix humanity. An error in consciousness. It's about your relationship. Your relationship with the universe. It's about your relationship with the universe. You, the universe, come on, your relationship. Awareness, consciousness, conscious of who you are as an expression of the all. Infinitely powerful source beings with the ability to choose. That is who you are. Infinitely powerful source beings with the ability to choose. That is you. And nobody, beloved, nobody, nobody can stop you. Nobody. Nobody. It's in your ability, your awareness to know that. Nobody can stop you. So what are you scared of? Why do you resist? Who are you trying to change? What are you mad at? What do you resent? Look at it and observe it for what it is. It's but a reflection. It's but a reflection that you're here to accept. The more you accept it, the more things change. All change begins within. Counterintuitive. Counterintuitive. It's a hands-off kind of thing. It's a hands-off kind of thing. We feel like we need to get up in there and move things around and fix stuff, and we are counterintuitive. Hands-off. It's an energetic experience that's at the root of everything that you're seeing, at the foundation of everything that you're seeing, at the absolute foundation of everything that you're seeing. There's no way around that. You are the creator. And we say that all the time. But know that lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of experience cannot provide the data, the emotional, intellectual, spiritual data that's necessary to recognize what that truly means. But through our presence, through our experience, through us recognizing who we are in a place of silence, it's allowing us to understand that even more every day, more and more on a daily basis. This is where our consciousness expands. Know yourself as the creator. Allow people to experience what they want to experience. Allow people to choose what they desire to choose, where they're comfortable, because more than likely, it's what's necessary, what's most necessary on their journey for them to heal. Why question the modus operandi of infinite intelligence with your own ignorance? I'll say that again. Why question the modus operandi of infinite intelligence with your own ignorance and feeling that you know what's best for another person? Let them experience what they need to experience. Just like people allow you the freedom to make your own choices and experience what you want to experience, let other people experience what they want to experience beyond judgment. Go and take your opinion back. Toss the peanut gallery. Nobody needs any of that unless they ask you. If they ask for your opinion, go on and give to them. But look, don't nobody need all that. There's enough comment sections and YouTube comments and Instagram posts and so on and so forth going around for us to be out here attempting to put our 2 cents in and trying to get people to stop. We're here to hold that space of unconditional love to show humanity what unconditionally loving heavenly beings looks like, what harmonious beings that are in harmony with their reality look like, how we move, how we operate, where everyone can do whatever they choose to do in pure warmth and acceptance. You're here to show your brothers and sisters what this looks like. And it has nothing to do with you telling them what to do, or what's good, or what's bad, and what's right, and what's right. No, stop. Peace is the truth. Don't let debating in the peace is the truth. 2 people debating about the truth are 2 hypocrites. 2 people debating about the truth are 2 hypocrites.